Hello everyone. First I'd like to thank all of my friends and subscribers and viewers for overwhelming me with your views. I didn't really prepare myself for that many people that would watch, but I'm glad that you are, and I like to help, and it's what I try to do. This is a place I've taken you to tonight to talk about the spread of the radiation from the nuclear reactors over in Japan. The web address is www.weatheronline.co.nz. When you come to their front page, in the upper right, there will be a picture of Fukushima plant. Click upon the picture. Come into the next page, and in the right column there will be 4 different models you can click on. This is the northern hemisphere of one of the models I've clicked upon. I believe we're looking at the spread of the iodine-131, and you can see the origination over here, Japan. You can see how the cloud begins to build, be picked up by the jet stream and the wind, the wind. Over here is us, and you can see it flow all the way over here, infect the west coast, spread throughout the rest of the United States, disperse back over through here in the water, and continue its journey. And as you can see, it flows upwards. It goes through Alaska, Canada, etc. They've got reports in Washington State that they are finding levels of radiation in the milk, and that is unique, whether they tell you it's safe level or not, because the radiation came from all the way over here to get in the milk over here. And to me, that's serious business. I personally don't buy much of what they say about the levels of what is coming out. I said in the very beginning, these things were going to melt down, and they needed to do something about them real quick. It got worse and worse, and they needed to stomp on them, bury them, entomb them, however you want to describe it, but they needed to get on top of it and get it taken care of. So, to me, it is not failure. To me, it is intentional. This is globalist. This is NWO. This is infecting people, infecting food, infecting wildlife, infecting plant life, and sea life. That's what it's all about. It's part of their plan. And it's a crisis, and they're using the crisis to continue their plan. Whether they actually started it and did it as part of their plan is something that remains to be seen, but something that you give good credence to. Once you're upon this page, you'll see up here there's the different poisons coming out upon them, and I'm going to click on cesium-137, and we'll just go through them all. And as you can see, it originates over here in Japan, and the cloud builds, and the cloud blows over here. According to this model of 137, it is dispersed before it hits the coast. Above each chart or model, you will see color codes, and these are the different levels. So that's the color of the cloud that's coming out of here, and these things tell you whether it's going to kill you, how strong it is, etc. And we will click upon the xenon 133, and you can watch the cloud of xenon also infecting us as it originates from Japan, builds, blows all the way over here, plows the west coast, curls up to Alaska, circulates into the Midwest where I'm at, comes all the way through down here in Florida, and just goes everywhere. And this is serious business, and I'm telling you, they don't seem to have any intention of shutting it off very soon. The last thing that I heard they said is they did not know, they could not set a date where this would be taken care of. They admitted 4 reactors would never be used again, so there's only 2 left that you would be thinking about using. And with what's already happened, you would think you would say, shut them down, get rid of them, total loss. Let's concentrate on the burial of this thing and stopping this stuff from getting out. But they are not. We don't hear that. It appears the Japanese, or their spokespeople, or who is telling them what to do, and by telling them I mean the entire upper people in the government system over there, somebody is telling them what to do, and they are letting it continue to spew. There's a purpose, and it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out what that purpose is. This is HAARP, and I have looked into HAARP. I've monitored HAARP. HAARP was not noticeably doing anything until the 10th that I can determine. Upon the 10th, they were active. These graph lines on the chart were fairly zeroed out until the 10th. And upon the 10th, something was activated, ran into the 11th, which is what this is set upon right now. This is the 12th where it is ending. You see we're still up here in this level here, but it did come down and stay fairly level. Well, it is not to say that HAARP was responsible for it, but it's not to say that they were not. I have in my favorites a video. It is called Angels Still Don't Play This HAARP by Dr. Nick Begich. I wish he would go there, pull it off the internet or something, or just get it out of my favorites on my channel and watch it and learn from it. He's a very, very informative doctor that will describe all different aspects of HAARP that maybe you never even knew about, which if this was used for something good, it would be amazing, fantastic, out of this world. But apparently that's not the purpose of it, with somehow what they have decided to actually use it more for. But yes, they were apparently doing something of whatnot. But if these are accurate, and this is the HAARP site that this is on, if this were to be accurate, it even shows that something was still going on, that they provided us with something to look at. These pictures that I'm showing you now are some strange pictures maybe you've never seen, and this is all a play out. So this is ending this video and going to lead into my next subject on the next one. This is a depiction upon St.John The Divine Cathedral in New York. This was placed upon this church, and remember, this is a church, in 1997, 4 years before the Twin Towers were knocked down on 9/11. Even though it's circular, and how you would place these representations would have to be in a unique way to fashion them, rather than if this were just a square or something. Myself and everyone that look at this, when we think about it, we almost think we see as if there were some type of movement underneath of these buildings, and that they were all tilting. It doesn't show these twin towers destroyed, but it does give you the unique idea when you just look at it that something is wrong there. This one is a depiction, and remember, this is on a church. This is the depiction of the Brooklyn Bridge, and this is a bus falling off the Brooklyn Bridge into the water. And over here on the right, you see a depiction of the Statue of Liberty, who apparently, possibly looks like she's sinking into the water. And when I move this up, there's even some stranger portrayals on here, and you can see something fish-like, which would be a water creature. Also this, and that looks some type of crab or fish or something. But you can also see this looks like a person, but it's a skeleton, so that represents it's being dead. And this almost looks like it's being eaten, because you can see the arm there, and it looks upon like something is eating this dead carcass. And this is on the side of, somewhere on the side of St. John's The Divine Cathedral in New York City. So what I allude to is sometimes the Illuminati or the fallen angels who command the Illuminati are so bold and brazen and right in your face calling you stupid that they'll put things like this right out in the open and expect people to never really get it or notice it or see what it represents. And that's kind of the way they are. They know people have a short attention span, and because of it, they exploit it. You know, what someone felt like was really an issue or important a month ago, they've seen other things happen, and now they're looking at other events and forgetting about what they were looking at a month ago. And it's these kind of things that people just walk right by. You know, maybe they never even see them, and if they do, they just blow them off and never really think about what they're on there for. But they're on there for a reason, and they're very, very strange, because if this is a depiction of something that is to happen, then they already know it, and they've put it right out here on their architecture. So that'll be something that we discuss as I lead into my next video, is the Illuminati and the NWO and the Antichrist, because they're moving their plan really fast, and I need to discuss some things with everyone, and I'm about ready to run out of time, so I'm going to have to end this. But I pray for everybody every night, and I hope the Lord is looking after everyone. And don't give up on anything, because we're going to win in the end. And we just got a lot of hard stuff to go through before we win. But God bless everyone, and I will speak to you pretty soon whenever I get my next video done. And thanks for all your support and appreciation.